The Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
Pricey then. She was up in the kitchen and we just paged the building and told her to get to the studio because it's an emergency, just because we wanted to see her run.
She can run.
We're really nice people.
A mum on the run.
Yes. Now, let me tell you about... See, that would be... If she got angry at us, that would be warranted. I found myself in a situation on Friday where I made someone outraged and it wasn't my fault. Here's what happened. So, when I go to the... So, on Friday, because I was going to Melbourne, I drove my car here and then went straight to the airport because I didn't have a lot of wiggle room.
Okay.
So, what that means is that I pay for parking. You go online, you pay for your parking ahead of time. And when you go into the parking lot, the scanner scans your number plate and gives you a ticket and off you go.
And then the people that are looking after the car park take your car for a joyride. I've read the articles.
I'm not in valet parking, Nathan. I'm not that fancy. But so I pull up to the thing and the instruction will say, whatever you do, don't hit the button to take a ticket.
Okay.
Because it needs to scan and issue a ticket. Otherwise, you're going to get charged twice. So I pull up and I'm waiting, and normally it says the number plate recognition system is working now. And that wasn't happening. And I'm like... It's just drizzling a little bit, and I'm
It's always the way, isn't it?
Sake. So then you have to hit the button to talk to somebody, and then they will talk you through what you need to do. So I hit the button, and it's ringing. You can, and it's just like an engaged signal. And so I'm like thinking, I just have to wait, wait. Behind me, a taxi's pulled up.
Oh, God.
Yes.
The guy gets out, runs up to me.
To your window?
Yes. And he's like, staring at me like really, he's furious because obviously I've made him wait.
And you're a woman.
And then he hit the button. He presses the green button on the parking machine.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, it's pre-booked.
Oh, what, like because you're stupid?
Yeah, like I didn't understand. I didn't understand how the parking machine works.
He's all like, she can't control this. Like, this isn't an oven.
Look at this.
How's she going to work this out?
Look at this moron who doesn't know that when you get there and just sits there and expects it to open. And no, I've pre-booked. I'm waiting. And like, then he left. And then people are honking me because...
So once he took that ticket, did the arm go up straight away?
So then I'm like, now what happens?
Well,
he took your ticket.
No, the ticket, the machine spat out the ticket, but he hit the button for me, which I was not supposed to do. So now I'm like, now what do I do?
You know the ticket machine, this has happened before where we couldn't take out that guy, and then in the end I had to get a ticket because they weren't answering, and then eventually I had to speak to them, go over the ticket and go through.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's a whole shenanigans.
A whole palaver. But the fact that this guy thought I was such a moron that I didn't understand how ticket machines work. And it's like, no, I've pre-booked. And people do it all the time. But he was so mad at me. Like the way he stalked up to... Because I'm watching him like, what's this guy doing? And I was about to explain to him, but no, he just hits the button.
It's very...
that's not my fault.
It's amazing to find yourself literally within the definition of misogyny, isn't it? Like literally you're in the definition. You can see the words around you describing it. And you go, oh no, I'm in the dictionary. Like I'm literally in Oxford right now, and this is the example they're using, and it's me.
It's me. It's me and a very angry taxi driver who thinks I can't operate a
That
ticket
is terrible
machine.
when people are angry with you, and it's not your fault.
It wasn't my fault. It was the number plate recognition system.
Now, how long did he have to wait for? Because clearly
it wasn't that long.
Okay.
But I mean, obviously, if you're thinking that everybody that goes in just hits the button and goes, that's a 2-second exercise.
Yeah.
And it had probably been 20 seconds.
And the airport's one of those places where people don't pack their patience.
No.
And also, like, there was another gate right next to me that it could have gone through.
Yeah.
All right, we would like you to make Natalie feel better right now, and we'd like to talk to people that have, someone has been very angry at them, or many people have been very angry at them, and it was not their fault. They were just a lady trying to fly interstate.
My car.
That's all she was trying to do.
Trying to activate my prepaid parking.
Somebody deserves $300 to spend at Retrovision for this.
And it's me.
Yeah,
Thank you.
You've won it so far. We'll see if we can beat your story. Retrovision's 30 Days of June giveaways to enter, shop online or in-store, but that's $300 to spend at Retrovision.
All right.
Nice.
Are you like me? Did you make somebody very angry, but it wasn't your fault? Hit us up. Hello, Kate.
Hi, how are you?
Great, Kate.
Fellow victim, what happened?
Well, I was blissfully unaware at work. I work at the Curtin University, and if you know Curtin Uni, it's quite complex in parts. And
Yes.
I had a career trying to deliver a package to my particular area.
Yeah, it can be confusing to navigate your way through the labyrinth of Curtin.
Yeah. Yes. So she'd been lost for 10 minutes, this woman.
Yeah.
By the time she got to me, she was quite irate. I had no idea about her story, and I buzzed her in, and she came in, and she absolutely blasted me. I've been looking for you for 10 minutes.
Did you design Curtin University? Well, that is on you.
No, I know, right? I know.
Look, I mean, if she found you and you were hiding under a bridge, and then she goes, "I've been looking for you for 10 minutes," and then yes, she's got a right to be angry.
Yes, but no. I was blissfully unaware working away, and she dropped her package and left, and I did not get a word in edgewise.
What?
She just blasted me. Where have you been? And I thought, I kind of felt bad. I thought, I hope you have a better day.
Wait, then, sorry, my question is, where have you been? Here.
Well, that's right, exactly.
Hey, Kate, are you still at Curtin University?
Yes.
Do you
I'm
go to
sitting in the car park right now, about to go to work.
how are the chip kebabs from George's? Are they still good?
I don't get up that part, actually. I
Can't
try
find
and
it.
avoid
Yes, you can't find your way.
All the food places, yeah.
I used to work at that tub and I loved it. Yeah, we used to get free kebabs.
Thank you, Kate. Kim, hello.
Hi, how you going?
Good,
guys?
Kim.
Hi,
Did
good,
somebody
Kimmy.
get angry at you and it wasn't your fault?
Absolutely, and it literally just happened a few minutes ago. I
Great.
stopped with my, environmentally takeaway coffee cup. I walked into the servo to get my tight-ass coffee for the morning, and this gentleman standing at the counter who was just a customer turned to me to have a go because I was rinsing it out with hot water before I went to use it, of having a go at me for being unhygienic for rinsing out my cup.
Unhygienic for rinsing out a cup. What
But
were you rinsing onto his face? Were you what?
It was just under the hot water, to get the cup warm and rinse out my morning coffee.
Yeah.
And it's the cup that you're going to drink out. It does not impact his life one little bit. And it's a keep cup, so you're saving the environment.
Hey Kim,
I was trying to be environmentally friendly. Yeah.
Was he an older gentleman?
I can't believe it. He was an elderly Asian man, shall we say.
Yeah. So the older generation, they're enraged by the very idea of keep cups.
Yeah, that's right.
They are. Things like that, they think is too woke, and they will not handle it. Not all. There are some that have really dug their heels in and goes,
Yeah.
nah,
Okay,
that's
boomer.
ridiculous.
Jackie's in Maylands. Hi, Jack.
Hey, how are you?
Now,
Hey,
did
Jackie.
you make someone angry and it wasn't your fault, Jack?
Yeah, I work in a hotel and I was on the front desk and I had a guest come through to ask for their car from the valet.
Yep.
Yes.
So I put the request through and the valet attendant went to get the car but broke the keys in the car.
Oh, jeez.
So wasn't able to bring the car back for the guest.
Yeah.
Anyway, they updated the team and everything like that, but because I was the one dealing with the guest, I had to break the news.
Yes.
And the guest was very angry with me and, started yelling at me and saying that I was incompetent and,
You were.
But
Yeah, just
surely the
completely-
guest had been standing there looking at you this whole time, knowing that it was not you that broke the key.
No, I know. That's the thing. I was assisting them and I was standing with them. I wasn't,
Yes.
They saw the person go and get their car, but because I was the one who had to explain the situation, they were like, oh, you're so stupid. I can't believe you did this. What's your name? And they, wanted to put in a formal complaint on me. And I'm like,
On you.
I've been here serving you in the last 10 minutes when you requested your car.
People, when
Amazing.
you're venting your frustration at someone, you've got to say, don't take this personally.
Oh, this is
before
the
you
Sean
bag them
McManus
out.
approach to bagging
Okay.
out people who
But
haven't
think
done
about it, though.
anything wrong.
I mean, this person's putting a complaint about her, and I think I'm imagining the complaint is she was serving me the entire time she was serving me, she was also breaking my car.
That's right. With her mind.
This is
apparently.
unheard of.
That's right. That is complaint worthy.
She needs to
right.
stop.
Thanks, Jackie.
Thanks, everybody, for their calls. $300 to spend at Retrovision. By the way, Retrovision's 30 Days of June giveaways. To enter, shop online or in-store. Kate from Curtin University getting bagged
the
out.
courier.
She had nothing to do with it.
No, she didn't design it. It's not her fault.
The Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
It's a good day when there's a new series of Utopia dropping tonight, 8 o'clock on the ABC, or you can check it out on iView as well. And the star, creator...
Oh, all of it.
All of it is none other than Rob Sitch, who joins us now. Morning, Rob.
Good morning to you.
Hey, Rob. Good
Hello,
to hear
Rob.
from you, mate.
How is the Nation Building Authority?
Well, I think I remember the first series. I was actually live in the studio with you. I had to go around the country trying to explain to the young audience what we mean by infrastructure. Now I have to go around explaining what we mean by free-to-air television.
That is so true, Rob.
If people haven't watched Utopia, it's awkward Australian at its best.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I don't think anyone does awkward quite like we do. But, Rob, I want to know, is there going to be any hangover in the series from the pandemic? Because I think most workplaces have that one person that still wears a mask every day.
Do you know what? We predicted one of the silver linings of an awful pandemic for us was that we sort of realised that when it ends, you know, in offices, masks are it's going to go back to normal. But for us, normally every series we find a building that's going to be pulled down, and then we build our set in it. That's sort of the only way we can do it. And so for this fifth one, we go, God, we've got to find one. Someone said, why don't you go back and have a look at the last one you were in? Because of, you know, the pandemic, it might not have been leased out.
Yeah.
So we got the building manager, opened up, not only had not been leased out, our set was still there.
Wow.
And there were still things I'd left on my desk.
That is
So
gold,
it was
Rob.
like in you know, where
It's like a time capsule.
Yeah. You know when everyone escapes from Chernobyl.
Yes.
You go to Chernobyl and there's
There were still props sitting around, all the fake stuff we put in there. I think there was, I swear this is true, there was a shriveled up banana in the drawer of my... I used to keep a banana every day for energy.
Yeah.
And I forgot to take it out. So there was still the blackened banana from 3.5 years ago.
Wow.
Oh, Rob.
That's actually
next
amazing.
level. Yeah. Hey, Rob, the National Building Authority, it is hilarious that you see all these things every day down the streets of Perth, Melbourne, wherever, whatever capital city, and you have those same thoughts all the how are they running this?
And they've
how
had
it's
these,
taking so long?
They've had those meetings that you show on your show. It's too close
whole
to the
thing's-
truth.
Yeah.
It's always big numbers too. I don't think humans should combine a big checkbook and predictions. And because I was thinking the other day, you know, the Reserve Bank predicted that interest rates won't go up for 3 years.
Yes.
I want to see at the Reserve Bank who leads the footy tipping competition.
It was a tough week last week.
The head of the Reserve Bank. What are we listening to him for?
Oh,
I tell you what, I do. Just locally here, Rob. We do get a laugh because now whenever they want to do anything here to celebrate anything in Perth, we do a drone show, and the government gets very excited about the drone show, don't they, guys?
Yes,
And then
they
it
do.
gets cancelled because of the bad weather.
And then one
You know,
day,
the funny thing was,
What?
I made a silly promise to. I've got twin boys, and I made a promise to him when he was 11. I think he never remembered. He said, we want to go to this eclipse, and it was in the eastern Indonesia. And I said, I don't think we can get there, mate. Let's go to the next one. And sure enough, about 6 months ago, he goes, there's one in Exmouth.
Exmouth.
yes.
Yeah, so we packed up the whole family.
Did you?
Whole family. Went up there. And guess what the entertainment was on the next night? It was a drone show.
Welcome to WA, mate. Hey, Rob, that was so funny. It would have been probably a year ago or so. They had a drone show. It was happening in the Swan River, and then suddenly there was a technical fault, and drones just started falling out of the sky.
Dropping into the
and
water.
every time one hit the water, I think it was like $3,500 gone.
It turned into a Ukrainian drone.
Exactly.
Hey, Rob, how long did you spend up in Exmouth? We thought honestly, the three of us were thinking, oh my God, the bloody eclipse. This is going to be pretty.
Well, I
this
had
is over the
friends
top.
drive over from Victoria, so I knew that there was a bit of interest in it, but still.
But then when it hit, we all went, oh my God, this is pretty unique. So what was your take?
We loved it. We spent a week there doing everything. Went fishing, swam with the whale sharks.
Oh.
I've been there a few times before, and it's a pretty special place. But I did have to warn the kids, hey guys, you know the eclipse we're travelling halfway around the world, it lasts for 65 seconds. and they turned to me and they go, Dad, that's how long a TikTok goes for. Perfect.
Yeah.
I tell you, it was so funny watching the coverage of the eclipse because they had all these eclipse chasers from around the world and they're walking down the street like they were rock stars because people were coming up and asking them questions. And they're on the news going, anyone please stop us, ask us anything you want. Like, you've never spoken
This is
to
their
another human
moment.
before.
Yeah.
It was so nice.
The nerd alert alarm was going off big time up there. Yeah.
Hey, Rob, while we've got you, and Utopia's great, Series 5, I wonder, out of all the stuff you guys have done all together, Tom and Santo, do you have a special is there something special out of, you know, everything you've been able to
So
create?
if there was a fire, Sean, and you could
Yeah.
grab one thing and save it, what would it be?
Yeah.
We did a show years ago. The great thing about YouTube is that it sort of brings things back, but we did a show called The Late Show years ago.
Yes.
This was back before social media, so it was back when people used to ring up the ABC TV station and complain. So all we ever experienced was there were no young people telling us that they were watching, and all we had was 80-year-old angry monarchists ringing up and telling as it went on, and it had a sort of a second life on YouTube and DVDs and all that sort of thing. That's probably the most that people come up and say, I was a 13-year-old and had nothing else to do on a Saturday night. So we had a sort of a captive audience.
Late Show.
And the Castle, surely.
Oh, the Castle, obviously, yeah. But
yeah, we never, look, to be honest, we never thought the Castle was going to have that long a life, because my cousins actually grew up next to that airport. And as an 11-year-old, I go, oh, this is the best place to live in the world. And then as a 16-year-old, I go, what the hell are people living under a runway for?
Yeah.
So when we came to ride it, we went around and checked if those houses were still there. A few of them, funnily enough, they're pretty expensive real estate now, but they were there, and it's right beside the runway. It's incredible.
Hey, Rob, guess what we're doing next week? We
flying to London.
No, we are. We're flying to Canberra, and we're having a private dinner with the Prime Minister at the lodge.
Are you kidding me?
we backed him into a corner.
We kind of invited ourselves over, and he took the bait.
Well, I just said to him, the thing that enrages me the most about you is you've never invited us over to the lodge. And then next minute, his people contacted us and said, you're coming over for dinner.
He's incredible. He makes it look easy, doesn't he?
Yeah.
The Prime Minister before him walks around with a frown in their face. And he walks around and goes, no, good job.
Come over.
Got my own plane.
Yeah,
I know. Pretty good,
impressive. Yeah. So I mean, because I'm thinking I want to go into his room and look in his drawers.
It's not like there'll be any security there waiting for it.
No.
And then the next time we can do a talk topic. When have you been shot?
I mean, it's not like we want to go back again. So this is a one and done.
We're amazing we're going in the first place.
I'd wear out your welcome pretty quickly. Are you going to take a bottle of wine, or does he supply?
It's a great question. I think they supply their own, but we are going to take something as a gift.
You know.
Yeah.
Because we're good people.
And we're pretty tight too. That's the other thing, Rob.
Bottle of Horton's White Burgundy, off we go.
That's right.
Now, is he sending Air Force One over for
No, we're having to fly commercial at our own expense.
Yes, if Air Force One is under the guise of Jetstar.
Yeah, good luck getting there. But anyway.
Rob, we love the fact that Utopia is back for another series. Kicks off tonight. Series 5, ABC, 8 o'clock, or you can stream on iView if you're young. Thanks for talking to us, Rob.
Anytime. Lovely to speak to you guys.
Good on you, buddy.
This is the Nathan, Nat and Shaun podcast.
So we catch our flight next week to
Canberra. Go to dinner at the lodge with the Prime Minister.
How
we can't
long
believe
is that
that's
flight
happening.
for?
It's on a smaller plane.
The only
it's
flight
only
I've caught
4
since the
hours.
pandemic is to Kalgoorlie and back. That's the only time I've been on a plane.
It's only 4 hours.
Have you flown much since the pandemic?
Over to Melbourne, I think I've gotten a couple of times.
Yeah.
else to go?
Let me see.
Oh,
Let me look at the
Kununurra. Did I
flight.
go there last year or something?
So we leave at 12:25. We arrive at 6:15, and there's a 2-hour time difference. So it's a 4-hour flight.
Yeah,
just
that's
under 4
okay.
hours.
How was your flight to Melbourne?
So I came back from Melbourne yesterday, and I used points and got so I requested an upgrade and got upgraded.
I've never
so
done that. I don't have points.
You get the text message usually in the middle of the night. So a text message woke me up. I'm like, what's that?
Oh, really?
It's like, your upgrade's been successful. I'm just like, yes.
Oh, my God.
Yes. And I always, because I'm a savvy flyer, I check the seating arrangements because I refuse to use my points to upgrade if it's a older plane because it's just not the same.
So you know the planes?
Yeah, you know the layout.
Yeah.
So
you can Google any plane that you go on. You can Google it. It shows you the seating configuration. It shows you everything on the plane.
So if in business class it shows the 2 seats together, like on the side, then it's an older plane. So if it's got the 1-2-1, then you know it's a newer plane with the newer seat pods.
Yeah. Right.
I want those. Right. So that's what I got. And so we were settling in, and it was it seemed like a pretty busy flight. There were quite a few people in there.
So, Natalie, is in one of those configurations where the economy people have to walk past you?
No.
Okay.
No,
Because
separate
when I've only ever been upgraded into a nicer seat usually if I'm in economy, my face will be down, my head will be down. But if I'm in one of those seats, my head is up to make sure everyone that walks past me sees that I'm doing really well in life.
Nobody walked past.
And they've made some incorrect decisions.
They made the peasants go in through a different door.
The peasants climb through the windows.
And then we're about, I don't know, so the seatbelt light's been turned off, and then there's an announcement over the thing by the chief stewardess or whatever they call her, and she was the cabin manager. She says, "Oh, we're sorry, some of the people in economy are experiencing difficulty with your iPads," which is the entertainment system.
Yes.
So that in business class we had the seat back entertainment system,
yes,
the touchscreen thing.
Yes.
But down the back they had the iPads.
Physical
and she
iPads.
said, then they're not working. And it's like, we're on a 3-hour, 45-minute flight. And it's like,
You need compensation. I know this is happening.
and then they rebooted it. I don't know if it started
You're
working
right,
after
Sean.
that, but
What do we pay for on a flight? Yes, we pay to get there, but also, what else do we pay for? We pay for our seat to recline. We pay for entertainment.
And the other thing is the food situation, right? So you're paying, if you're not going on Jetstar or whatever, and you're going on Qantas, you're paying for that. That's part of the ticket price, right? And then you get to the end of the line where you sit, Nathan, right at the back. And what happens?
You get vegan food, and it's disgusting. And my point is...
no, Nathan, good news, they don't do vegan food anymore.
Oh, good.
So you get, like in economy, you get two choices. It's a hot meal or it's a cold meal. And the cold meal is always the same. It's a chicken and quinoa salad. It's always that.
It's so annoying.
Or there's, like, you might get a pasta dish or a curry dish.
When it used to be vegan food, it's like, no, that's your choice. And, like, they've over-catered for your people.
Yeah,
and, like,
well, during the pandemic, they stopped catering for
Great.
them. So then there was no vegetarian food at all.
Hey, I'm talking about food on a flight. So I read this article yesterday. It's an Aussie chef. He relocated to Singapore 5 years ago, right? So his name's Anthony McNeil, and he's the chef responsible for all the Singapore Airlines food.
Fantastic.
So he does 42,000 in-flight meals a day. Right, and his yearly shopping budget is $500 million. Now, I did not know this about first class because I've never flown first class.
Oh yes, I've only done it once. I was upgraded.
He said
again.
those in first class can choose from 17 meal varieties to everything from caviar through to dessert. Get this. And you can eat at any time as you wish and as much as you like.
That's right. So, Nathan,
Are
they
you
give you...
serious?
So, this happened to me on Emirates, and they give you basically a book, which is the menu.
Yes.
And they do come around and ask, because I'm like, I'm not going to ask them can you go and get me some food? They do come around and say, would you like something to eat now? But that you literally can press the button and they will come and just ask anything that's on that menu. And And
I'm not waiting to be asked if I want food.
No.
I paid $17,000 for this ticket. Boom.
Yeah. Exactly.
Get me
I'll
another
have
drink. Boom.
one dolphin ceviche.
And there was wine pairing for every dish as well.
Oh, sure.
So yeah.
This
And-
is insane. So you can finish one and then order another one and order another. No one says anything.
Yes, no one says anything. And then, Nathan, well, on Emirates at least, you can go and have a shower.
Oh!
You can go and have a shower.
Oh, why?
In case
'Cause
you've got lobster all over you or something.
Oh. God,
And the shower...
sloppy lobster mouth.
The shower the bathroom is enormous. So you know how, like in the toilets in economy, you can't turn around.
Yeah.
The bathroom in first class is gigantic.
People are getting it on in there, 100%. You'd have to wear
Well, why
thongs.
wouldn't you?
Yeah, you would. Even
Polite,
if it was one-on-one, you'd have to.
It's
'cause you're up
polite,
there.
rich sex. Polite, rich sex. May I? Of course. And then they're done in a slightly hour.
Because also there's two bathrooms.
Yeah. Oh.
There is.
Anyway.
Good times.
I know.
Dude.
That's living.
Nathan, Nat and Sean is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcasts.com.au. Nova.